Hello everybody. Today we are going to see how to train and deploy models in machine learning. So Amazon provides a service called SageMaker. Using that you can train and deploy models which will help us to do predictions. So how it is done, we will see step by step procedure. So whenever you want to work with Amazon, you need to log into the Amazon console, web services console. So once you reach there, you search for SageMaker in the search bar, and you select. Once you click that, you get Amazon SageMaker, and then you click Amazon SageMaker. You can see the services Amazon service. So in that SageMaker dashboard, you are going to select something called notepad instance. You are going to create a notepad instance. Once you click this, you get a notepad instance. You click on that. Once you click the notepad instance, you are going to give some name to that instance. So whatever name you want to give, here the name given is my SageMaker, and then we are going to give some IAM role. So so that if I create that IAM role, I can securely access S3 and other Amazon web services using that IAM role. So we are going to create an IAM role. So I give some name to that. So now create a new role. So once you do that and create a new role, I'll go to IAM. So in the IAM, the next part will be you are going to select any S3 bucket. This will allow your SageMaker instance to access all S3 buckets in your account. So once this is selected, you are going to create click the create role. Once role is created, you will see that role whatever is created, it will be this way: Amazon SageMaker execution role will be created. So then you go to notebook instance panel. You can optionally place your instance in VPC and select your configuration and encryption and whatever you want to do. An encryption key, most of them we are going to leave it as default. So once that is what, so this Sage role is created, and other things we are going to keep default, and I am going to click something called create notebook instance. So once this is done, in step 3 you are going to pre-process the data which you need to train for your machine learning model. So on this what we are going to this, the notebook instance whichever is created, which is nothing but my SageMaker instance in my case, initially it will be in pending state. Once it starts running, you will see Git as in service. Once on that you get this thing. So on this page, on notebook instances page, you have something called actions. On actions, when you click, you get something called open Jupyter. You click on this. So once you click open Jupyter, you get the Jupyter page wherein you can write the code and run the code. So for my SageMaker instance which I have created, this Jupyter page is created, and here I have something called new. When I click on this, the languages which are used and whatever you want to use are given over here. So we are going to use something called Conda Python 3. So we will select this. Once this is selected, we will move to the next page. Means what? Now my Jupyter notebook is ready, wherein I can put the code and start doing a training and deploying the model. So first we need to have a data, and then data is trained and it is modeled and then it is deployed. So we will see that step by step procedures. So first thing in the code what is required are the libraries and environment variables which are required to run. So that's why the first code which we are going to take is, we are going to import some libraries like NumPy and then pandas, and we want to do some plotting and all. We have something called matplotlib and some display images and all. These all libraries are taken in, and this code is taken in first to train and to work on our machine learning model. So we are going to prepare the model. So preparing model is done using and you need an S3 bucket first. So we will also give an S3 bucket. We will create a S3 bucket. So to store our trained data once you have processed it. So how do you get S3 bucket? If you see this code, bucket name is equal to test your name, some name you are going to, and this name should be unique. If you don't give unique name, we have studied in S3 concept that this bucket, if you want to access, you should have unique name. Everybody will be accessing buckets and creating buckets in Amazon S3. So your name should be unique. So it is going to be your URL. So URL should be unique, that's why this name should be unique. If you give some name which is already existing, you may get an error. So keep trying the same name which it accepts. So you are going to get the bucket. So suppose if bucket is allocated to you in your region, so now see, this is how this line, if my region is equal to US East 1. So suppose if this is my region, and have a bucket method called create bucket, so which will be taking the name and creating the bucket. Once it is successful, you will get a bucket is successfully S3 bucket created successfully. If not, you get an error. That error might be due to the name which is not unique. So you need to keep on changing the name unless it becomes unique. So once you get a bucket, you are ready, you can have your data. So you need to download the data for your SageMaker instance and load it into data frame. So there is a again method given URL retrieve, which will retrieve the data from website, whichever site you are taking. So there here he has given one site wherein from where the data is retrieved. Once retrieved, you say you get the success downloaded bank clean.csv, from bank data he is selecting. So then once the data is downloaded, you need to put it in the data frame. So here we are going to read the data using read sv command into the data frame, which is nothing but my model data. So now the data is from the website, you got the data and it is framed and the data frame is created. Once data frame is created, we need to prepare the data for the model. So generally here the data is shuffled and split into two parts. One is training data, the other is test data. So 70% of the data will go to the training part and 30% of the data will be going to testing part. So I hope if you have done some machine learning algorithms, you might have gone through this. So training data is made ready and test data is made ready. So there is a command given over here, which split command, which is going to put the data into two parts, train data part and test data part. So here if you can see, this is train data part and this is test data. So 70% of data will go to train data variable and 30% of data will go to the test data. So now the data is prepared. Once the data is prepared, you need to model the data, training or you train the data. So training is done. There is a command estimator. SageMaker has called pre-built XGBoost model, which will reformat header and column of the training data and load the data from the S3 bucket. So this all is done by this using these commands. So session is created and data is trained, and accordingly it is kept using this estimator method, and then we have hyperparameters. Based on these parameters, how much data is kept where and what parameters are going to be taken. These all is done by this command. So now your once this command is executed, your model and your data is trained for the model. So and again one more is then once the data is trained, it should be loaded. So there is XGBoost estimated setup, which train the model using gradient optimization on ML M4 X large instance by pasting the code and selecting run. So this fit will train the data and keep it ready for the further process. Once training is done, we are going to deploy the model. So in this you will deploy the trained model to an endpoint, reformat that the data CSV data which we have got, and then run the model to create predictions. So to deploy the model on a server and create an endpoint, you can use this command. So here he has called XGBooster, which has got a deploy command. Using this, your data is deployed. So this is how some commands you need to remember, because Amazon is providing you a service called SageMaker, wherein they provide the things whichever are required. So they provide the Jupyter notebook, they provide the notebook instances, wherein you have to retrieve data from the site from somewhere and model the data, prepare the data and train it for the predictions, and then deploy it on the SageMaker. So by default everything is available on the SageMaker. You can easily run your algorithms on this. So this is a service which helps us to do machine learning thing on Amazon. We have one more lab exercise which is to be done. So we are going to do this over here. There is something called SNS and SQS. So these two things we are going to do in this session only. So SNS is nothing but a simple notification service. So once you go to Amazon Web Service, you say SNS you will find this nothing but simple notification service. So, you click on this. So, what this service is going to do is, whenever you want to send some mail or some notifications, anything, this Amazon Web Services called simple notification service will help you to do. It is very easy to create and use. So, once you come to simple notification service home page, you will find this topic name. Suppose I am giving the name as new topic, some name I am giving, my topic name is new topic. I say next. Once I say next, I will see this thing. So, I will be selecting the standard, my topic name is new topic, and I want to display some name. So, I will say new display name, which is optional, I can use. Rest of the things I am going to keep it as default, and I say create topic. So, in simple notification service, first thing which you need to create is, you need to create a topic. If you go to topics, you will now find your topic which I have created, that is nothing but new topic, my topic which I have created. So, I will click on this. Once I click on this, down you see, when you scroll down, you see create subscription. I am going to create a subscription. So, this topic ARN is taken from that where that topic is created, and I am going to select some protocol what I want to send. These all things can be done using SNS. So, I want to send an email, I say email, and it will ask for email ID. So, I say abdul.10c@gmail.com. So, I am means what, I want to send some email to this or a notification to this mail ID. So, it is asking for mail ID. So, once this is I say create subscription. Now, this mail ID is subscribed. Now, this is ready. So, once this is done, when I go to my topics, or I say my topic whichever it is new, and I want to now subscription is done. So, this is subscription done. So, you see this subscription is created and it is saying pending confirmation. So, means what, a mail will be sent to your mail ID where this subscription should be accepted. So, I will go to my mail ID and I click on this. See, you see I got a mail. I say my topic was new. So, I got mail with new topic. So, I need to accept this subscription. I say confirm subscription. When I say confirm subscription, you will go to the next page wherein a subscription is accepted. You see subscription confirmed. So, once this subscription is confirmed, now I can send any messages from this. So, I want to publish a message. I say publish message. I will say subject of the message is hi. I want to send some message, how are you. So, my topic name is new, and I am sending a message with subject hi, and the message is how are you. Once this is done, I say publish message. So, once I say publish message, your message is published to topic new topic which we have created successfully. So, once I go to mail ID again, you will see that message will be mail is coming. You see the subject which I have given is hi, and the message whatever is typed how are you is shown over here. So, this is one way of publishing messages. I kept one mail ID, you can keep hundreds of mail IDs, and you can any message if you want to publish at a time you can publish. Suppose you are working in an office and the management want to send you some message to all the employees at a time. So, this way Amazon services will help us in providing notification services to all at a time. Publishing can be done. So, this is how a new topic is created and published. One more service which we are going to see is simple queue service. So, I want to queue some message and keep and poll it whenever it is required. So, that is provided by something called simple queue service, that is nothing but SQS. So, how it is done we will see step by step again this also. So, here I have already created one queue, but I want to create one more queue. I will say create queue. I will say standard information, I will give some name to my queue. I say my queue 2. So, this all the things are rest of the things I will keep as default. I will go down and I say create queue. So, this a queue is created. Now, I want to what I want to do, send and receive messages using this queue. So, I say send and receive messages, and I say the message welcome. So, this message I want to send. So, if you see there are no received messages right now. So, and no ID is created. So, when I send some message, a ID will be created and it will be seen over here, and you can see your message over here. I say send message, a message has been sent. So I will say, how do I see the message? I say poll messages. So once I poll messages, you see the ID is generated, and whatever how many messages are there, one message I have sent, that message is read. So I can open this and check the content. I have given welcome. So this is what. So any messages which you want to keep on the queue and keep on sending later on one by one, this is how polling is done, and these messages are kept in SQS. So this is the simple service, two simple services which are provided by Amazon for notification and messaging thing. One is simple notification service, the other thing is simple queue service. So these two things are there. Thank you.